Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new LEGO Marvel set. That's set number 76175, Attack on the Spider Lair, with 466 pieces. This set retailed for $69.99 USD or $70. Yikes. That is a very large price point, especially for only about 500 pieces. However, I think this set is amazing. I wasn't originally intending on getting it, but eventually I was sold by the fact that I don't have a Green Goblin minifigure. I wanted the Homecoming suit and the Stealth suit, and honestly, the build was just really cool, and I really love LEGO Marvel sets. We're going to take a look at all 6 of these minifigures first, and move on to the builds of the set, and trust me, it's going to be a great one, because this build is so cool. Stay tuned to see what comes up. Alright, our first minifigure is going to be Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker. This minifigure is not exclusive. It's the exact same Spider-Man suit with the arm printing and plain blue legs that we've been seeing in all of the recent sets. So, kind of disappointing there. Would have preferred something exclusive, maybe something different, maybe dual molded legs for a $70 set. His accessory right here is the Spider-Man mask, because he has his uncovered Peter Parker expression right here. This is not an exclusive face by any means. It's been used in several other characters. We have a very nice slick back hair piece. You can pull that off, and there is a back facial expression of him being very frightened and scared. I believe this face was also used for Ant-Man, so I'm not sure why it's been used for Spider-Man as well. Pretty interesting. This character also does have several web accessories. These are the translucent clear ones, exactly the same as we saw in the Spider-Man truck ambush set. So pretty interesting. You can give them to him if you want. And it also comes with a couple of extra ones, including a pair of web handcuffs for the villains. Not too much else to say about this character. Very basic, not unique, kind of unfortunate. The next character is the Iron Spider suit, and this technically is an exclusive minifigure. There are no exclusive parts or prints or designs, but the composition of this figure is unique. The arms, the gold arms here, on the last Iron Spider suit, they were built differently, and so this is technically exclusive because, it's a different arm design, but I'm not counting as exclusive. This minifigure appeared in the Venomsaurus Rex set. The gold arms are attached using one of the Outrider back pieces there, and they're exactly the same as the MCU Iron Spider, but let's get rid of those and take a look at just the minifigure. We have a very nice gold hands like that. Very nice gold spider design there. No arm printing, no leg printing. A tiny bit of back printing there, shows the arms and everything. Then we have a tiny bit of head design, but not too much else to say about this character. Very simple, really unfortunate. I wish they could have changed this character up. I would have honestly still taken an Iron Spider, just, maybe with some leg printing, maybe some arm printing, just something different. I think a reuse of a figure so soon after it was originally, debuted is really unfortunate and very disappointing, especially for a set that had so much potential. Alright, now it's time to be positive. Exclusive character here, the Stealth suit. This looks really cool. My only complaint here is that there is no arm printing. However, we do have leg printing. Yes! The black and the green looks really cool. I love that facial print. It's very simple. It only has eyes, but I really like that. I feel like extra lines would have really messed it up. I love that design there, and I think it can be used for some very nice, unique characters in the future. The printing here has a very nice glowy spider with some very nice trailing legs. I really like how they continue down onto the hips and the legs, and there's some tiny bit of really faint printing on the lower leg, and then some toe printing as well, which is really nice. On the back, I don't believe there's any back facial printing. However, there is a very nice glowy spider on the back there with some eyes. I really like the Stealth suit. This is a brand new exclusive suit. Has not appeared in any other set before. So, of course, it's one of the best minifigures in the set. Exclusive characters are always really, really nice. And I'm super happy to have this one here. The next suit is what I'm going to be calling the Homemade Homecoming suit. This seems to me to be the suit from the Spider-Man Homecoming movie, the homemade one, and I'm incredibly happy to get it here. I love this. This is probably my favorite character in the set. I've wanted this suit for a long time now, and I really like the way it came out. There is no face, it's just a clear minifigure head, but of course you could take this Peter Parker and give him that head, and of course you could always put the mask on this one too, whichever you prefer. That mask piece did appear in one of the Spider-Man Far From Home sets. It's just a little hat with some Spider-Man eyes printed on it. We have a very nice blue torso here with red arms and red legs, neither of which do have printing. Maroon hands though. There's a very nice blue jacket design there with some white tassels and zipper, then a very nice belt with the Spider-Man logo. On the back we have a Spider-Man little design there, the belt, and then a hood piece, so you can, I guess, put a hood up over the mask if you really wanted. Pretty interesting. This is definitely a great character. 100% exclusive. This character has not appeared before, just like the Stealth suit, so I'm really happy to see it here. This is the kind of suits I really wanted, not like the Iron Spider or the basic Spider-Man suit, just cool new exclusive characters, and I'm happy we got 2, but I'm also kind of sad that 50% of them aren't exclusive. Yay! Venom. So this character sucks. It's a really good looking Venom. I really like the face, the prints and everything. I wish there was arm or leg printing. There's nothing there. The accessories I believe are new and really cool. I love those tentacle pieces. On the back, it's a torso print. It's pretty much the same thing. It's like the exact same print. No back of head printing. This character is super common. He comes in the new accessory set, the Venomosaurus Rex set, the Venom Mech set, like every set. Venom, 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 Venom. And it's all the same. I really wish this set came with a different facial expression, some unique printing, some unique accessories, something to set this apart from anything, really. I'm very disappointed here. I wish we got a better villain. I mean, the next villain is amazing, but this guy's really disappointing. I just want something exclusive and something new, and the Venom figure that they keep rehashing is really disappointing. It's still a good figure, especially if you don't have a Venom. Don't get me wrong, I like the minifigure, but I'm just really tired of its continuous inclusion. Okay, listen, I know I said, like, the Spider-Man Homecoming suit might be my favorite minifigure in the set, but there's also Green Goblin here, and I'm loving this figure. This is an exclusive minifigure. No parts, except for the hairpiece, have been included in any other minifigure before, and I love that. Accessory here is going to be a simple stud shooter that shoots orange studs. Very basic, we've seen that before. There is a nice leather satchel going across the minifigure. I appreciate that. A common piece included with the Green Goblin minifigures. I don't mind it at all. The green arms have no printing. The only way that this figure could be improved would be maybe some scale printing on the arms. I love the purple base. The ripped little tunic with the green and the chainmail exposed there is so cool. The legs are not dual molded, which is a bit unfortunate, but I'm okay with that. It's nice to get them in purple too, and I love the printing there. It's so detailed. I love the crisscrossing brown straps and everything. And there's a very nice purple fabric piece there with some extra printing on top, which is really cool. And then we get to the hair piece here, and it's a very, very nice little purple hat with some very cool ears there. And then pulling that off gives you a better look at the facial expression here. We have a very nice kind of evil cackling one, and then a really upset, angry, frustrated face right there. Looks really great, and that hat does cover everything, so there's nothing peeking out the bottom there. This is a fantastic minifigure. Definitely either the best or the second best in the set. It's not like the character is not exclusive, but this design is, and I really appreciate that. And honestly, this might be the best Green Goblin we've gotten to date. All right, before we take a look at the main build of the set, there are two side builds I want to take a look at. The first of which is going to be the Green Goblin's glider. This is by far probably one of my favorite glider designs I've ever seen for the Green Goblin. This is also my very first Green Goblin minifigure, like I said when we took a look at him. So I'm very impressed with this. There's a sticker at the front here with a very nice evil-looking goblin face, and I love the purple A-frames there. They form a very, very nice shape and design for this glider. The boosters underneath are very nice. I just wish there was some fire coming out them, like the one with the silver in the back. These silver grates right here are very nice. I like the green points. I also love how it forms kind of like spikes coming in the front. The glider is very simple. This is on a hinge piece as well, so you can manipulate that as you please. And the handlebars are the horns right there. Not necessarily the most practical for Green Goblin to use, but this does look very good, especially with him on top of it. And I'm very pleased with the way the design came out. It was a very nice bonus for this set, and definitely one I'm really, really appreciative of, because again, it's a great model, and for my first time getting Green Goblin, I'm impressed. All right, the other side build in the set is going to be the Spider Bike. This is a very traditional motorcycle, and it's got the undercarriage piece like that, although it's got some very nice studs on the sides now, so that's pretty interesting. I think this is a new design. And then we have just kind of clip this on top, and then the handlebar gets put into place right there. And then you have a bike. There's also a little gear shift on the back. I'm not sure why. There are two stickers, one on this side and one on that side. They are both identical. To fit Spider-Man on, just slide him into place, lean him forward, and have him grab onto that handlebar. Very simple. Rolls forward and backwards. I do appreciate, I guess, the gear shift, because you can use it to control, manipulate the bike. And this thing does fit in onto the set. You'll see that in a little bit when I go into that part of the build. Actually, I'm having a lot more fun with this little mini bike than I thought I would. I know I've been very harsh on Spider-Man vehicles in the past, but honestly, this little motorcycle bike, I kind of like it. I'm not upset at its inclusion. Like I said, it's very small. It doesn't add or detract too much from the set. And actually, it's kind of a lot of fun. Definitely enjoyed this Spider-Man bike. All right, now it's time to take a look at just the set itself. There are several key components to this set, and the set is pretty much broken into three sections. We have this section, the center section, and the side section here. We're going to start on this side and work our way over. So over here we have a skateboard ramp. So there is an orange skateboard included in the set, and we're going to take our Spider-Man figure, and he's going to ride a skateboard. You can have him go up, jump around, do something on this rail, skate around. It's a pretty fun play feature. It doesn't really work all too well because it's a very small ramp, but it's still pretty fun, and it represents a lot of what I think about Spider-Man because, you know, he's a teenager, skateboarding is a stereotypical thing, and it's also really nice to get the skateboard piece in orange here. It's a very good inclusion. Right here we have the suit racks, and this can bend in any way you want, although it's not really supposed to stay in place. There are 3 suits here. We took a look at them earlier, and they're held on very similarly to the Iron Man Hall of Armor, just with 2 studs right there. And then the arms for the Iron Spider are just resting on one of these Technic pins right there. It does not attach physically, so you just have to be careful with it. I guess you could put a different piece on top to hold it in place, but I don't think it's necessary. And this can be bent in any way, shape, or form. In this set, they include one of the packages of silver tools. Over here, half of them can be found. We have a drill piece and then several different types of wrenches and screwdrivers. There's a stickered piece. That's a print. There's a printed grill piece right here. I'll give you a better look at that. I'll tilt the set for you real quick. It's a pretty simple one. And then moving on, right above these little tools, we have a spider web here with a blue Techno Spider. There's another web on the other side with a red Techno Spider. Don't ask me what the difference is. Honestly, I don't really know. That's pretty much all for this side section, though. I really like the suit display. I just wish there was more room. I mean, I guess you could put suits on top, too, but there's no backing for them. I really wish there was, like, a double stack here. They added more little components, because I would love to be able to display a bunch of these Spider-Man suits, because I have a bunch of them, and honestly, I just really want to show them off, because, you know, they definitely deserve it. Moving on to the center section, there's a very nice spider computer here. This sticker piece up top I did put on crooked, which is very unfortunate. It's on one of the Shy Guy face pieces, the 3x3 circles. Then there are 6 computer screens right here that are all stickers, and they have some very interesting details on them. See if I can find them. The first one here is going to be the spider. It's the little spider drone that's on the web right there. Some pictures of that with some targeting information. Here we have a detailed information slide about the Iron Spider claws. An email from J. Jonah Jameson at the Daily Bugle. Your terrible photo. You're fired. With a picture that looks like it's from Spider-Man 3. Then over here we have pictures of different suits. The Fantastic Four bag suit, and then the Homecoming, the stealth suit, the Iron Spider suit, and I think the Homecoming suit. I don't exactly know. Here we just have a traditional Spider-Man with some stats, and then I'm pretty sure this is the Spider-Man PS4 video game. It's the only one that's in color, and he's swinging from the rooftop. That's pretty interesting. There's a red coffee mug here, and pulling that off, there's a keyboard here, 2 different stickers that come together. And there's a white spinny chair there to allow him to access the keyboard. There's a video game controller here, I guess, to play that video game on that screen. And the camera he uses to take pictures of himself, I guess, for J. Jonah Jameson. So that's very interesting. In the center here, we have the spot where the motorcycle we took a look at earlier can go. There are 2 studs on the bottom, which kind of hooks into place. Very simple. You can spin it if you really want. It's a pretty simple display stand, and there are 2 stage lights at the top. Very good inclusion. Definitely appreciate that. Kind of brings that whole thing together and, you know, adds some realism. I do like the use of lights as yellow cheese slips and everything throughout the set to, you know, make it look like the cave is actually lit. The final section of the set over here, like I said earlier, the red spider web. We also have the rest of the silver tools, an oil can, a car jack, a wrench, and some other stuff over there. There's also a weight right here that Spider-Man can lift. It just kind of slots into place there. It's very easy to knock that out. That's a very similar attachment to the previous one we took a look at. There's also a water bottle included right here, and a jail cell and a basketball hoop, along with another one of those girl stickers. The jail cell is pretty interesting. You can fit a minifigure in there quite easily. We're going to take the Green Goblin, and let's open this up. And you can just kind of lock this guy in there. You can't stand him on any studs. You do have to just kind of let him free float and shut the door. And it doesn't always work. Sometimes, there we go. It's a very, very tight fit, which I find a little bit disappointing. I think Venom would probably fit a little better than the Green Goblin. There we go. He's closed in there, but it's a very tight fit. So that's something I find a little disappointing. I think, it's hard to get him out. I think I'm just going to leave him there. So that is something that's not really great about this set. I wish there was a better way to store Green Goblin, or, you know, maybe a bigger jail cell or something. Over here, this backboard is a sticker, and then we have a basketball piece, basketball net piece, excuse me. It's a very nice soft rubber, and there's a Technic pin there, just kind of slots into place. And this is also an identical build to the suit racks over there. So if you really wanted, you could put another suit over there. I don't know why you would. Also included in the set is this very nice catapult to launch the basketball. There are 2 basketballs included in the set. They are just soccer balls colored orange. There is no printing, which is very disappointing. And this works simply. You just tap that, and that was a wild throw. Let's see. Nope. Okay, I'm definitely not going to be able to get this. So I got it once. When I first built the set, I was playing around, I just tapped it, and it went in instantly. Of course, I wasn't recording, because I wasn't at my studio, but I'm just not going to be able to replicate that. So this is a very fun play feature. I've occupied myself for a very long time trying to get it, get another basket. So this is definitely a huge plus. Oh, I got it. Did you see that? I got it. Okay. All right. I'm happy. One more? Nope. Okay. Well, I did end up getting it. It's a very good play feature because it definitely occupied a sizable chunk of my time. And it's definitely something I would not mind doing again and again. There we go. Another basket. I'm going to stop there. Quit while you're ahead. I got 2. I'm going to call it quits. So yeah, that is definitely one of my favorite parts of this set. For sure, that play feature is amazing. And then the Green Goblin glider, which we took a look at earlier, that can be attached up here if you really want to have like him flying in. And it kind of adds some very nice pizzazz to the set. Overall, I really enjoy this build. I know this was a much quicker look than you're probably used to. I think I'm going to try to do my reviews a bit quicker now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little look. I'm going to take a look at the box and the packaging real quick, then move on to the final verdict and give you my very final thoughts. All right, and here's the box. It's a very nice image right here. I like the Spider-Man box art style, and it's really cool to see the Spider-Man cave with non-Lego stuff built all around the outside. The characters are all fighting. It's a very dynamic pose, really, really nice. Has all the minifigures on the bottom there as well. And then spinning this around, let's take a look at the back of the box. Here we have a better look at the play features on the bottom. Shows you a close-up of the screen, the suits, and the little basketball feature. Then we have a bunch of pictures of like Spider-Man attacking Venom and everything. Not sure why he didn't pull his mask down. Interesting that they changed the suit he's wearing there. Then the Green Goblin is in the jail cell. I don't like the fact they put him there because, as we saw in the video, he doesn't really fit. It's a pretty interesting box, very basic, not too much, interesting to say about it. Here's the instruction manual. It's a very large size manual. It's got the Win Pirate on the back. I always wonder what makes them decide what character do you put on the back of the instruction manual. Obviously, I get the Lloyd for the Ninjago ones, but like, why pirates for Spider-Man? We got the parts list here, and then we have an advertisement for all 3 of these sets, which I do own now. And that's it for the manual. It's a very, very simple one. All right. Overall, I have to say this is a very pleasant surprise. I was not expecting to like this set. When I first saw it, I really wanted to get it because these 2 exclusive Spider-Man suits were amazing. Nice to get a Peter Parker face and hair there as well. The Green Goblin minifigure is phenomenal, and I really like that, especially since I don't have one. And originally, I was really pleased with the build. Thought it looked quite nice. And then I kind of soured on it when I saw the price was $70. And Venom was not an exclusive minifigure. The Iron Spider was not an exclusive minifigure. The Spider-Man in the center there, not an exclusive minifigure. And I was like, all right, Spider-Man doesn't really need a spider cave. I think this is an overpriced set that's pointless and there's no need for it. And I passed on it, and I passed on it. And then I decided, you know what? Let's buy it. And I actually love this set. The suits are great. The Iron Spider, while it's not exclusive, sure, I'll take another one. It's always good to have an extra Spider-Man suit. Venom, I love his little weapons there. Very great. It's also really nice to get these translucent web pieces again. I really wish they do a translucent cone as opposed to the white ones. The Green Goblin minifigure is phenomenal. His glider is great. He surpassed my expectations. Honestly, for the build, though, it blew me away. I love that basketball feature. The computer screens are great. I really like the red and blue color scheme. And overall, I'm 100% sold in this set. And I was not expecting that. I still think $70 feels a bit much when you look at the piece count, but the way this set is set up, it feels bigger than it actually is, and it's a really nice play set with no vehicles. Of course, there's this tiny little motorcycle. I don't care. That's a motorcycle. The fact that there are no obnoxious vehicles here makes my heart soar. This is one of the best Spider-Man sets I've seen in a long time. I just wish there were more than, I wish half the minifigures were, more. What I'm trying to say is half the minifigures are exclusive, half are not, and that's a little disappointing. Overall, I rate this set a solid 8 out of 10. A couple points deducted for lack of exclusivity of the minifigures, but honestly, I am impressed with the parts usage here, the pieces included, and this set represents maybe not the best value, but certainly I'm getting my money's worth enjoying playing with it, adding to it, and setting it into my Marvel displays. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. Are you guys going to get this set? Do you think it's overpriced? I'd love to hear from you because, honestly, I'm still kind of torn on whether or not I really like this set. That's pretty much all I got to say for this video, though, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and also I hope you enjoyed my Lego vlog that should have gone up yesterday, hopefully, when I got this set. It's my first time trying to do something like that, and there was a little teaser for something special at the end if you guys stuck around for that. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do more of those in the future. And I also want to thank you all for watching all of my videos and making, crazy trips to the Lego store like that possible, because honestly, if I wasn't getting the support I was here, probably would not be spending my money on that much Lego, but I'm definitely happy that you guys are willing to watch my content and make it worthwhile for me. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to tune in for the very next video, and I want y'all to have a fantastic and safe rest of your day.